Hello everybody. Got a 2003 Sprinter that we're changing the oil in. I just want to make a quick video to show you guys exactly how to properly, I use that word twice, install the new filter onto the existing housing. I've already removed the housing from the engine just because that's super simple to do. But if you don't do this properly, you could actually run risk of damaging the engine, making the filter not work properly, or at least lose some efficiency in the process. So what we have here, we have a genuine Mercedes-Benz filter. Of course, you can use any other aftermarket filter. I prefer to use OEM parts when possible. There's some other good filters out there, but you know, this customer prefers OEM, so that's what we use. So here we go. Inside the filter, you'll see obviously the filter element. Brand new, nice, pretty media as compared to the nasty diesel oil soaked one. Also have the package, little shrink wrap package of new oil O-rings to go on the housing. So first off, we're going to take this old filter here and just remove it. Just a little bit of twisting action here, slides right off. We're going to discard this. We do not need it. So second off, we're going to remove the old O-rings. What I have here is just a little angle pick. You can use a screwdriver, but I like to use the smallest thing possible. Just get up underneath that thing and work it off, pop it loose. Start with the end one. Here's a middle one. We do the same thing with it. Work it around, pop it loose as well. Doop. And then we also have one around here that actually seals the entire housing. So we're going to work it around as well. These we obviously do not need. We're going to discard these. Now, we want to keep this housing as clean as possible. What I'm working on right here is the work table or surface is actually an oil drain. It's just a big one that you drain the oil in, whatever. It has this little anti-splash media on there. It works fantastic for dealing with oily, greasy stuff. So this here is my cutting oil that I use for drilling, but essentially it's 1540 diesel oil. So this is actually perfect for this application. The reason I'm using this is to show you guys that we need to oil and lubricate these O-rings properly. That way they don't get torn or stretched or any of that kind of stuff, or even, you know, put in there incorrectly. So we're going to oil a little bit of there. Just take it around your finger, work it around there, and run this through here, and just work it onto the housing. Try not to stretch it if you can possibly do it. So we're working it around this way. Now, looks like it's on, but we need to make sure it's centered. We make sure it's clocked correctly. So I'm just taking this pick and putting it up underneath it, just ever so slightly. Try not to damage the O-ring, and just work it around, right? So after we work it around, I take it and I rotate it. Just kind of swivel it around, make sure that the O-ring is not in a twisted up fashion or anything like that. And we're going to repeat the process for the very same for the other ones. We're gonna oil these little dudes up. I'm gonna just a little bit, not even much, just need a little bit for it'll slide over. Got that one there. And we're gonna work it around. And we're gonna do the same thing with the pick here. We're gonna work the pick around, whoop, just around 360 all the way around it. I'm gonna swivel this, excuse me, I'm gonna lube this up a little bit. Now, I've still got oil on my fingers, enough to oil this or lubricate this little O-ring. And I'm gonna do the same thing for this little guy. I'm gonna pop it around. This one went on just fine, so I'm just gonna take it and swivel it. Just swirl it around. And these are all free moving, pre-oiled, that way they go back onto the main housing without getting twisted, pinched, folded up, etc. So now we take our oil filter media, or filter element, and work it on there. Just kind of roll it back and forth. Make sure it goes the right way. Yeah, it just fits a little tight. And there we go. So now it's seated in the bottom. This thing is fully ready to go back into the engine, and should not cause us any issues down the road, because we have taken the time to properly oil and lubricate these O-rings so they fit in there and don't cause us a problem down the road. So hope this helps, and take your time. Appreciate you watching.